Hi, my name's Tillybuddy and I just want to show you a new cast on that I've recently developed. I've called this a twisted cable cast on because, as you can see, it forms a lovely twisted rope-like effect that sits right on the very top of the cast on edge. And it's exactly the same on both sides, so it's completely reversible. The other thing about it, which is very nice, is that it's very stretchy. So it's very good for hats and sock tops, that kind of thing. If you like the look of a normal cable cast on, but want something that's stretchier, because that can often be quite firm and inflexible, you might want to try this. And also if you want something that is completely reversible as well. So how do we do it? We start off with something that is very similar to a traditional longtail cast on. So the end of the yarn goes over the thumb and the ball end goes over your forefinger. So in common with a longtail cast on, you have to make sure that the tail end that you leave is long enough for the number of stitches that you want. Now, I don't start this cast on with a slip knot. I just start it with a twist on the needle, and to maintain the look of the cast on, I do it in this way. So I put my needle into the middle and bring it around and twist it towards me like that, and then I have my first stitch on the needle. Now, although this looks very similar to a traditional long tail, what we're actually going to do is reposition our thumb so that the tail end of the yarn is coming out of the palm of your hand, but then over the top of your thumb before it reaches the needle. The other way around would be like this, that it comes out of the palm of your hand and round the front of the thumb, but we don't want that. We want it the other way round. So we're going to pick up stitches from the thumb side, from this back yarn, and also from the finger, but the back yarn off the finger as well. And they're just going to be simple loops. So we do it like this. So we pick this one up here, like this, and then we pick the one off the back. And just repeat that. And so we're alternating, one from the thumb and one from the forefinger, and one from the thumb and one from the forefinger. And it's very important to maintain this and not to get them mixed up, because if you do, it will disrupt the look of the cable on the cast on edge. When you actually come to knit them, it just won't look right. Now, when you've got as many stitches as you want, the last stitch that you make before turning it around and starting to knit comes off the thumb. So that will be your last stitch, and then you turn it around and you'll see that the yarn end, the cut end, is coming off the first stitch here, but we want to keep that at the back because we want to knit with the ball end of the yarn, which is the second stitch on the needle. Now what happens as you knit is you're knitting one from the back, and then this one here from the front, and as you knit and purl, you're twisting you're twisting the cable that is forming on the base, because if you look at the bottom here, what you actually have when you cast on is you've made two rows of stitches going in the same direction, but two distinct rows that form under the base of the needle. And as you knit them and purl them, they're sort of twisting together to make your cable edge. Now, when you get to the very end, the very first stitch that you made may be a bit tight because it's just that simple twist of the thread. So when you get there, you've got 2 stitches at the very end. Just be careful not to let them slip off the needle before you've knitted them. And there you are. So there you can see you've made the cast on with a cable sitting right at the very edge of the cast on edge, and this is again to remind you what it looks like. Again, quite stretchy, very neat looking, very clean edge, but a very attractive edge as well.